All right, what is up, guys? Dan here. Just want to holler at you a little bit. Had some questions on some training. Getting some of the same questions, so I might as well shoot a video and kill a couple birds with one stone. People are asking me, a big one I get is how to get my bench up, because bench is one of the things I'm actually okay at, even with a messed up shoulder right now. For me, it depends on where you're at in training. So if you're new to training, anything's going to get your bench up. Tricep extensions will get your bench up. Benches will get your bench up. Shoulder presses will bring your bench up because you have so many weak points, so everything's going to help. As you get to be more of an intermediate lifter, which is where most of you guys are because you're stagnating a little bit. Couple things. You probably should start pressing more than once a week. You need to train in cycles. So your first cycle should probably be a little more hypertrophy work, so higher rep ranges for a month or two. And then getting into your strength phase. One of the big mistakes I see people doing is going heavy all the time, which is super fun. But you will plateau if you're just trying to hit a 1 rep max all the time on bench. Definitely different than the Olympic lifts where they're sub-maximal weights anyways. A max clean isn't going to be the same as on your body as a max back squat is. So focus a little more on higher reps. The other thing to figure out is figure out where you're weak. Where are you missing? Are you missing like just barely off the chest? Are you struggling at lockout? There's lots of little places that can be an issue. So find out what those are and hit accessories for it. If you're stuck off the chest, work some more pec fly. Any sort of chest work's going to help. Another one that helps a lot if that's your issue is spoto presses, which is where you're benching and you get not quite to your chest, so like 2 inches above your chest, pause it, not touching your chest, and then try to push it up. Or do it without pausing, get to part way, almost to the bottom, and try to reverse it real quick. Because there you're basically going to be hitting that stick point. Another thing that can help is, as far as, train of thought. Another thing that's going to help if you're slow off the chest is learn how to actually use a leg drive. Learn how to arch up so that when you hit, you can sink in and get a little pop. More for you powerlifter folks than people just working to get a bigger chest and things like that. But if your goal is bigger numbers, you need to learn how to get leg drive, how to get that chest pop. All those things are going to make a big difference. The more you're arching, the shorter your range of motion is, it's going to help. Another thing is be aware of any technical errors you have. You'll see a lot of people, especially more traditional, just at LA Fitness, doing some bodybuilding work. You'll see people bench where they're basically a T right here. That is where you will tear your shoulder up pretty good. You want to make sure you're benching to the bottom of your chest so your elbows can be tucked in as you start pressing. That's going to actually hit your pec less than your front delt, whereas if you're up here, it just puts your front delt in a really weird position. You can just even put your hand on the joint and feel the difference in what your body does. So those are the keys for benching there from a technical standpoint. Higher reps before you get into your strength phase, and even in your strength phase, still keep higher reps on the back end for your accessory work. So there you go. Some quick tips on bench. Hope it helped. Hit me up and let me know if you got anything else for me.